All right. Hey there, everyone. My name is London Holt. I am a strategic intuitive manifestation coach. And what I do is I help people raise their vibrations so that they can not only overcome negative emotions, but I also help people manifest soulmate relationships or what I also like to call ideal relationships because some people don't like to use the word soulmate because it sounds too idealistic. Well, anyways, this video is all about what EFT is, how to use it, and the different practical applications. So I'm going to squeeze a lot of information into 15 minutes or less, maybe even 10 minutes or less. But if you would be interested in learning more, even right now as I speak, I am putting together a super cool and creative online course that you will be able to find on my website. And the name of my website is Ideal Relationships Now. That should be down below the video. But the name of the course is yet to be decided. But trust me when I say that it will definitely be created. So, anyways, jumping straight into the main question, what the heck is EFT? So EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique, and basically what EFT is it's a technique that was created to help people overcome negative feeling states that they may go into. Now, I have another video where I talk about the difference between emotions and feelings. And by the way, I realize that there's a lot of controversy around the whole matter, but basically, the way that I've come to understand it is that an emotion is much more of an automatic response to a situation, like seeing a spider, like I did before I started recording this video, scared the stuff out of me. So that would be the emotional response. It's automatic. And then the feeling would be the story that you have around that feeling. So you have the automatic response, and then you have the way that you respond to that actual emotional response. The emotion is primarily biological, as they always say, it's subcortical, so it's not operating from the evolved part of your brain, so to speak. Your body releases these chemicals and you don't know what to do with it. Well, that same thing could happen in a relationship when people say that they have love at first sight. It's going to be primarily chemicals being released. But the great paradox with love is that it's actually both an emotion and a feeling at the same time, which I'm going to do a future video on that as well because that seems to confuse a lot of people. But anyways, yes, EFT, it's best to think of EFT the same way that you think of chewing your food. If you were to swallow something whole, you'd probably choke on it, right? Yes, we've all been there. You're super hungry, and instead of chewing your food, you try to, God forbid, just stuff it down your freaking esophagus. So EFT is in many ways the chewing of emotions at an energetic level so that your energy field, your aura, your different chakras can integrate that into your system, release it, and then you could subsequently go to a higher vibrational frequency and then intentionally create a new reality for yourself. And the reason EFT is so important is because, as many of you know, what you resist will persist. And the more that you resist something or suppress that energy, the universe is going to continuously give you subjective realities to not only reinforce that thing that you've suppressed or that you're running away from, but to actually help you overcome that particular emotion. And again, like I said, I'll talk about that more in other videos, but I just want to hop straight in to the example or showing you how to use EFT because that's the reason you clicked on this video in the first place. So yeah, again, EFT, what you're doing is you're going to be tapping on the different meridian points of your body. these different meridian points, when you tap on them while you are thinking about a particular emotion, whether it's from the past or something that you're going through currently, because your body doesn't differentiate between past or present, it just treats it all as it's happening right now, which is why people can have something that happened to them years ago still feel like it's affecting them now. That's because it's still happening in your body and your energy field in the now. But anyways, what I'm going to do is just come up with an example off the top of my head, and we'll go straight into it. Now, the first thing that you have to know before going into using EFT to release an emotion is that you actually have to consciously think of what it is you want to work on. So have you had your heart broken before and you feel like that heartbreak is affecting your current relationships? Have you unexpectedly got fired from a job? Or I don't know, maybe you live with a roommate who just really pushes your buttons. Trust me, we've all been there. And you just want to get to a better state of peace, so that when you do go to communicate with the person, you're doing it from a higher vibrational space. Whatever you want to think of, go ahead, get that in your head right now. Even think of a particular situation where the person just really made you jump off the wall, super angry, and rate your subjective feeling on a scale from 1 to 10. So with 10 being someone please call the police, I'm getting ready to murder this person, and 0 being Zen Buddhist monk, you're feeling peaceful. All right. So what we're going to do is a round of EFT, and then we're going to do something known as the, I believe it's called the Roger Callahan technique, and then we're going to do another round. There's this book that I'm going to suggest you guys that it's called Energy Psychology. I'm going to put the link for it below the video, and I suggest that you read that if you want to learn more about it. But anyways, let's go straight into it. So the first thing you're going to do is, of course, again, after rating on a scale from 1 to 10 and thinking of whatever it was, whatever the situation that completely peed you off, nah, mush mouth. Yeah, you're going to think of that, and then you're going to start tapping right here on what's known as the karate chop part of your hand. See that? I kid you not, it's called the karate chop. All right, so you're going to tap on that, and what you're going to say is the statement in relation to that situation. So I'll use the one about a manager or a boss because I've had that before. I've worked plenty of jobs I didn't like with bosses who, I don't know, we just kind of butted heads. So what I would say is, although I feel like this manager or this person does not understand me, I deeply love and accept myself. You see that? So you're going to first say the negative, and then you're going to say the positive. Okay, and you're going to keep going back and forth between the different points on your body. So the next point is the eyebrow point, about right there. Although it feels like this person doesn't understand me, I deeply love and accept myself. Although this person completely pisses me off, I deeply love and accept myself. And by the way, right now what I'm doing is I'm tapping on the side of the face, this part right there. Look at my beautiful eyes. Yeah, you see how I'm making like a C? You're going to tap right there on the C. And then what you're going to do is you're going to tap just at the point where the hard part of your eye socket ends and the fleshy part kind of starts. Right there. And again, you're going to say, although this person really makes me feel upset, I deeply love and accept myself. And then you're going to tap beneath your nose. Okay? I deeply love and accept myself. And what you're going to find is, in the next, you're going to do beneath the lip. And what you're going to find is, as you're tapping, you should feel yourself moving down that spectrum slowly but surely, little by little. And you may not necessarily make it all the way down to zero. That's perfectly fine. There's no magical rule that says that you have to get it all the way down to zero and be, complete Buddhist Zen monk. But what you want to try to do is get it to at least 3 or below. And you're going to keep doing that over and over. Another thing that what I found is that while doing the EFT, you also find that you get closer to the core of the situation. So maybe it starts off with, my boss pisses me off. And then it gets to, well, I feel like this person is going to get me fired. And then it gets to, if I get fired, then I'm afraid of being homeless. I've been homeless before. I don't want to go through that situation. So that feeling, that fear of being homeless is the emotional response, but everything else that came after is the feeling space. Okay? That feeling space is what charges your aura and causes those subjective situations to be attracted into your life. And what the universe is waiting for you to do is have a different response to that subjective situation so that you could co-create a new reality for yourself. So yeah, that's some law of attraction for you guys, 101. I completely rock at teaching it, evidently, because that's what I do in my coaching practice. Yeah. So anyways, let's go to some more tapping points that you could use. I promise, guys out there, I'm not trying to steal your girlfriend. But yeah, this right here, it's like this V in your neck. I tap right there as well. Although I feel like this person doesn't understand me, I deeply love and accept myself. And then you're going to go down right here. I tap on my heart chakra. And I even envision like this ball of light falling into my chest, like angels gracing me. I deeply love and accept myself. And now what you're going to do is you're also going to tap. Let's bring that down a little bit. Ta-da! You're also going to tap on the side, kind of like near, I guess, like the rib cage. I think that's where it is. For women, it's just beneath the bra strap, so it's around that area. But I tap on both at the same time. Although I, there we go. Although I feel like this person doesn't understand me, I deeply love and accept myself. Doop. Okay, so that would be one round. Now, what I do is, after doing one round, I put both my hands on my shoulders, around where someone would give you a massage. Okay? And it probably should be a little bit tense. But what you want to do is, after tapping until you feel like you're ready to stop, you take a deep breath, and I want you to see all the negative energy in your body literally is like black smoke just coming. You breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Excellent. Yeah, and you just do that, and you just sit with that energy for a little bit. See a beam of red light shooting from the base of your spine down into the earth to ground yourself, and a beam of white light shooting from the top of your head up to the heavens. That helps you balance out the yin and the yang energy. Now comes the next part of the EFT. So you don't just want to do one round and just move on. This next part, this next step actually helps you to, for lack of a better analogy, help you chew up the energy a little bit more. And this is especially helpful for people who you're working on something that's a bit more traumatic, or something that's much more denser, so to speak. And I also want to make this note before I show you this next step. For those of you who you're trying to use EFT to work on something that's much more traumatic, it actually helps when you're thinking of the situation to envision yourself being inside of a movie theater and you see the situation happening on a movie screen. Okay, that gives you not only more objectivity, but it helps you to feel a bit more safe. Now, I'm not trying to have people use EFT to replace psychotherapy or any other psychological methods out there, although I have a background in psychology. That's what my bachelor's in. But I'm not trying to have you guys replace those types of practices. If you are having persistent issues, please go and get the help that you need. This, if anything, is just a basic technique that you could use that has been documented as having scientifically quantifiable results for people. So anyways, let's go to second part. All right, I talk too freaking much. So what you're going to do next is you're going to tap on this fleshy part of your skin between the pinky, in between the ring finger. Yeah, right there. Oh yeah, we got it. So you're going to tap on that. And again, what you're going to do now is you're going to look straight. Okay, you want your eyes to be straight. And what you want to do is you want to look down sharply to the left, look back up, sharply down to the right, back up, and try to do it without moving your head. And now what you're going to do is look straight up, eye roll around to the right, and then eye roll again to the left, and then come back. And now what you're going to do is just sing a random hum, just something random, whatever the first thing that comes to your head, and do that for about 5 seconds or until you're done humming it. So what I hum is hum, 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 mm, 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 mm. And sometimes I start beatboxing. All right, I'm just showing off now. Okay, all right, so let's get back to you. London, transcend your ego. All right, so the thing that you want to do after that is take a break, 5 seconds, okay? 5 second break. Breathe in, breathe out. And then you want to go back again, tapping on that same part. You're doing this the whole time. And you hum your rhythm again. Some people do the happy birthday song. When I read about it, they said to actually try and hum something that doesn't have any significance to you. And for whatever reason, that helps a lot more. Okay, now what you're going to do is after, so you've done your round of EFT, right? We've tapped on all the points, da 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 da. And then you do, this little thingamajigger. Now what you're going to do is you're going to look down at the floor while you're still tapping, and you're going to look up to the ceiling very sharply, down, up. And what you want to do is you want to feel the negative energy that still may be in your body raising up and coming out of your eyes, shooting out. Yes, I realize how weird this sounds, but it's going to shoot out of your eyes into the freaking cosmos. And just for those of you who are interested in metaphysics, one of the metaphysical reasons why we do this is because you transcending your emotional state, your feeling, is not only raising your vibrations, but it's also helping people who are around you overcome their emotions as well. So you're literally sending that energy out into collective consciousness for other people to tap into, something that some people call the Akashic records. But anyways, we're moving on. So what you want to do is another round of EFT, okay? And if you notice, I've gone from using initially 4 fingers. Now what I'm doing is I'm putting my thumb to right here. That's the ring finger, I believe. Everything looks weird because the camera's like mirroring the image as I record this, so I thought it was my pointer finger. So anyways, yeah, you're going to put that on there, and you're going to tap again. Now, what I tell people to do is, as you're tapping, I want you to do a quick visualization where you literally just envision the filling space that you're shooting towards. If you want peace of mind, you're moving towards that. Feel that energy and see it charging the tip of your fingers, and it's glowing white, like there's a bright light at the tip of your finger. Okay, this is literally you doing a type of Reiki healing energy on yourself as you're connecting to the universe. So now you're tapping at a whole new level, baby. So yeah, again, although it feels like this person doesn't understand me, I deeply love and accept myself. Although it feels like my parents don't understand me, I deeply love and accept myself. Although it feels like I will never get into a 4-year university and that I'm not smart enough, I deeply love and accept myself. although I have this deep fear of moving on with my life and going into a committed relationship, I deeply love and accept myself. So yeah, just right there, I was using, just different examples of different things that you may be tapping on. And again, by this point, you should be getting closer to the core of the situation. What you want to do again, hands on your shoulders, deep breath in, breath out. All right, so at this point on a scale from 1 to 10, you may have started somewhere at an 8. Now you should be at a 3, a 2, and cool. If you're at a 0, excellent. This definitely worked for you. I'm very happy for you. So yeah, just talking about some more practical applications for using EFT. You could use it if you've just come out of a heartbreak and you feel like you're never going to be able to get into a happy relationship again. You could also use it for positive emotional states. If you have a day when you're feeling super good, you just got a promotion, everything's great, you could actually use EFT to not only overcome negative emotional experiences, but you could also use it to anchor positive states as well. And the reason you're able to do that is because what you're doing with the EFT is it's just helping you integrate energy. Energy exists on a spectrum, with negative being at one end and positive being at one end. And if you're too far at one of the ends, then that's going to be too much for your energy. You need to ground yourself before you freaking float off the ground out into the cosmos. Okay, alright, I'm getting too into this video, but if you would be interested in learning more, then please check out my website at Ideal Relationships Now, where I not only help people with coaching, but I also give one-on-one sessions like this over the phone or through Skype. Completely rock at it. And be on the lookout, so make sure to subscribe so that you can get more videos just like this. In the future, I'll be talking more about EFT and other amazing healing techniques that I've come up with myself and that I've learned from a plethora of other professionals that will help you raise your vibrations, manifest soulmates, and just feel better about yourself, because who doesn't want to feel better? All right, thank you so much for taking time out of your day. Unconditional love manifest. You have a nice day. Bye-bye.